Well, I'm really proud of this group. I don't think we can, as I told them, never take for granted a championship. It is hard and grueling, and we got ourselves in a little bit of a hole early in the season with some losses on the road, and I thought, we continued to get better and battle, and I thought at times we played really well tonight. Maybe at times we didn't play our best, but we figured out a way to win. I thought St. John's kept punching and punching and punching, and luckily we were able to respond. So, but these three young women have given a lot to Creighton Volleyball for different durations of time, but I can tell you they come in and work hard every single day. They're better humans than they are players, and they're pretty amazing volleyball players. So. Hopefully, I'm not doing the sentimental thing. I told them that. We got a long way to go. We'll do that in January as a postseason banquet.
On the floor to questions, preferably for the student athletes first.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of, you guys have won a lot, Abby and other places, but, normally at Creighton, it's not, you don't lose more in the conference than you do in non-conference. That's usually not how it's gone historically. But the fact that you guys did have your backs against the wall and Big East played for a little bit there this last stretch, this last month and a half, like, what did it take to, deal with that type of adversity and still come out another championship?
I would say it took a lot of we're refining skills and getting better every day in practice. So I think that was where a lot of it stemmed from. Of okay guys, we're a good team, but how can we be great? And so really working on the small skills, okay, we gotta be better in little areas, and so what that looks like in practice is a big part of that.
Does it feel different on a day when you can win a championship, as you're prepping, I don't know, getting ready to, or is it literally, as they say, any other game?
I would say for Big East play, every game's just as important as every day. And I mean, yes, this one, if we won, we would have ended up getting the championship, but we can't really try harder on one day or the other. Any team in this conference can take us down, and they really want to. So.
Yeah, what's it like to just go through that, where you're pursuing it yourself as a team, with all the targets on your back, because you've just done it so much, and every team kind of wants to knock you off to reaffirm to themselves that they can do it.
Yeah, I think this season especially, the couple games that we did lose, it was kind of reminders that every team in the Big East wants to beat us, and they're going to do their very best against us, and so we need to come out in every game and do our best so that we can just dominate.
Abby, I guess for you, was this kind of what you dreamed of when you decided to come to Creighton?
This is the beginning of what I dreamed of, I'd say.
Good, I like that answer.
Hoping that we just go a lot farther, get a lot more wins, and keep playing for maybe even another month. Who knows?
I think since the loss to UConn, I think Xavier's in the team to get above 150 against you guys. How do you feel about what you're doing defensively? Do you feel like it's gone to a different level since that setback?
I'd say yes. I don't know, it's all of us. The big thing is the blocking has just gotten so much better connect. I don't know if it's called connecting. What do you guys are you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just working together a lot better, and Chloe, anyone else?
Yeah, I just see how it's a collective flow kind of, and so we talk a lot about getting in close blocks and getting good touches, because then that directly correlates to our back row defense, and then being able to get good touches stems from good serving. So just seeing all of that and really focusing on things we have to do.
Can you provide some insight into that, what you've seen out of the last month and a half? I mean,
Yeah,
you
I
knew
think-
it was the strength of your team early, but it's been differently.
I think a couple things played in. We really locked into trying to serve more aggressively. So as soon as you get teams out of system, we're big, right? We're a tall team that has a good blocking presence. So that frees it, when Abby talks about the block is set, then she can read behind. I think the other thing that we made a concerted effort to is try to free up our defense a little bit more. I think early in the year we were telling them specifically where to go against specific hitters, and I think that pigeonholed us, and we've tried to say, read more, like read the situation, what are their options? Because at this level, kids have trends, but they all have every shot. And so I think that helped our backcourt defense specifically of like, hey, this is where this kid likes, but you know, if you see a hole, go get the hole. So those two things I think helped us defensively. Still want to see our offense be a little bit more potent, but you know, we'll find out down the road if defense wins games, because I think this is a really, really special team defensively.
Roughly 2 years have been like, given everything going on. Does this one feel different than the other 7, I guess?
You know, they're all unique in their own way. I think when you win a championship, you reflect on the longevity of the conference season and the grind and all these places you go to that you're like, oh, such a hard-paced place to play, or the trip is hard, you know. And so you're proud of the, you know, just the night in, night out. They talked about like every match is important. And this year, the Big East, in my opinion, is the best it's been since we've been in it. And so, you know, every team, if you don't play well, can really knock you off. So, you know, they're all special. I love this group. That it's special. And I think the other thing is you win it in different ways. Like last spring, we won it in a 6-2 with blocking. And this year, you know, it's defensive, but it's different. You know, we're winning it kind of with first contacts. And some years it's been offensive. And some years it's been 1 or 2 players versus a lot of offensive parity. So, you know, it's kind of fun trying to, you know, connect the dots to try to get the best out of the group. And this year, it was, hey, we have 2 puppies on the court, and we can't get locked into October. We really need to focus on November. And so that's been a different journey for the coaches too.